The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that whoever builds a mosque for Allah, Allah will build for him a similar house in Jannah. And we know the great reward that will not only be gained, but rather will fill your grave after your death. Whenever someone prays there, whenever someone gives shahada in the masjid, whenever someone learns something in the masjid, yes, that will be something that you'll have on your scale. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you guys doing? I'm here joined with the main man himself, Smirk to Jannah.
Smirk to Jannah or whatever.
Well, one person that's not going to check it out is Netanyahu. He's probably watching this at home. Well, I mean, I think he is exhausted as well. I mean, if you look at the last interview that he done with trigonometry, which we're going to be speaking about today, his face was that of a man who was tired, that he was justifying things. He was exhausted himself.
It's not even that, bro. You know what it is? People are just exhausted of seeing his face. I mean, his face makes people exhausted.
Yeah, it makes me
It's
sick.
tiring looking at his face. Yeah, and just hearing those same excuses again and again. Just the amount of gaslighting.
Yeah.
It's just triggering for people.
Well, saying that, I mean, I was surprised on trigonometry that video that they were kind of hyping it up a couple of days before, putting it on Twitter. This is a head of state, and they thought it was probably going to get millions and millions of views.
This is a criminal.
Yeah.
This is a criminal in the midst of a genocide, and these people are promoting that video as if it's going to boost their channel.
Well, only got 600,000 views.
That was pathetic.
I mean, for what it is, this man is meant to be a politician. The head of is meant to be head of state. He's a head of a failed Zionist entity, and his time is going to come very soon, inshallah. But there are a few things in that interview that are really surprising. And there were admissions, there were confessions. And I wanted to listen to them, me and you listen to them together, and come back and respond in kind. So let's listen to what Netanyahu said.
And frankly, we also have to do something about the algorithms and the social networks. This is a big challenge. I don't want to dismiss it. But look, we Jews have been fighting and losing the propaganda war for about 2,500 years. Well, what's different now is that we're winning the ground war.
So what do you think of that, bro?
I think Netanyahu, I think what he was saying is it's so ironic because he's making it seem like, oh, we got to do something about this algorithm, you see. As if you haven't been doing something about this algorithm since even before October 7th. It was magnified more on October 7th, but as if there's only low IQ people will be watching that and going, yeah, you guys should do something. Everyone knows that Israel has been utilizing the media machine as much as they can. And this comment is coming on the back of that. After all of that investment, they still cannot rally people behind a genocide taking place.
Do you know what? It's interesting because we were just looking at the famine that they were calling it. It was like staged and stuff like that. And they made these, these videos about it and etc.
I mean, now you've got ITV coming out, covering it, Channel 4 covering it, UN officials coming
right?
forward.
Yeah.
So
and it's meant to be a fake news. But look, the thing is, what I found quite interesting about this confession was that he's admitting, and he admits it candidly within the interview, by the way, that they are losing the PR war, which shows you the impact of the activists up and down this country and many other countries who are doing the great work of raising awareness. He looked actually like he was justifying himself. He had a fragile ego. He was weakened by what was going on, and he was having to defend himself. It shows you the importance of social media activism. The point... This guy is actually justifying himself.
What is more weaker than you're on a battlefield, but you care more about a tweet? You care more about what Grok says. Yeah, Grok is the AI of X. And even Grok, when people are asking Grok, what do you think about what's going on? It is anti-Israel. To such a degree, it's bigging up the Austrian painter.
And then what?
And eventually they had to shut it down. This has happened at least twice, if not more times. They've shut it down and then reprogrammed it. I thought AI was supposed to be objective. I thought it was supposed to be a combination of the intellect. And it's supposed to be going towards a singularity, a time in which humanity will do away with the ways of the past and will go into intellectual abyss. But we're seeing the exact opposite. That human beings have had to shut it down and then reprogram it. So, I mean, is it really an objective, intelligent source?
No.
Absolutely not.
To the contrary. And what I will say as well.
And
please,
the finder of X as well, Elon Musk, remember when a lot of people were benefiting from the posts of X, especially post October the 7th. What did Elon Musk have to do? He had to go over there and...
But what I will say is this. I mean, we have seen here a double standard on both sides. Because obviously this guy is talking about, on the one hand, like, you know, curtailing freedom of speech. Yeah. Trigonometry, bro. This is meant to be like their whole mantra is, we are here to protect freedom of speech and expression. Okay? Yeah. These guys, who both of them were very weak in this interview, but the other man, not Constantine, the other guy, was a little bit better, but they're both rubbish, to be honest with you. They're both weak, but he was a little bit better. But what they're meant to be is protecting the mantra of freedom of speech, etc. So this guy's talking about manipulating algorithms. At that point, they should have said, listen, we believe in freedom of speech. Yeah. That's our belief. We understand they may be pro-Israel and pro-Zionist and all that stuff. But when it comes
pretend.
But that's one thing. But at least with your own principles, defend them.
Be consistent.
Say, okay, well, actually, we believe freedom of speech. That even, like Voltaire said, that I disagree with what you say, but I will die or I will defend to the death your right to say it. And Voltaire mentioned that as a liberal thinker. I mean, instead of taking that line, you know, and doing that, they're like, you know, algorithm. Who's this we that we need to change the algorithm? So it's almost like he's trying to enroll them into his program. Do you know what I mean?
It's almost as if he is fanning and adding fuel to this conspiracy theory that people say that you've got certain people that have more influence over the media. How can somebody even dream of fixing the algorithm, correcting the algorithm, or making it more favorable if you don't have that influence to begin with? Yeah. But I'm gonna play a clip of an individual. He used to be a senator. Yeah. He used to be a senator, and he is bragging. Yeah, this is a U.S. senator, and he's bragging that, you know what, we have control over Meta and, you know, the Google and this and that. You know,
let's take a look.
How is it that we are still losing the war?
Let's take a look.
When you think about it, the masters of the universe are Jews. You know, we've got Altman and AI, we got Zuckerberg, we got Sergey Brin, we got the group across the board, Jan Combs, you know, founded WhatsApp. It's us.
Now that, you know, you guys have seen that from the horse's mouth himself, let's deal with some facts, Now, there's copious evidences that are there. There's, you know, articles written that are way more in depth, but we're just going to dip your intellectual finger into the ocean. So when it comes to Google, in 2022, 99 former Unit 8200 agents were working at Google.
It's the same one that they done the rape of the man? It's 8200, isn't it? This is despicable.
99 from that unit working at Google.
Unbelievable.
But you might say they're working at a low level, maybe cleaning the toilets, maybe, you know what I mean, just doing what they're doing. But no, this individual called Gabriel Godel, he's the head of strategy and operations for Google Research. And he came to this position after 6 years in the military.
Unbelievable, bro.
And you guys can see, where am I getting this from? You know,
so they're already trying to control the algorithm.
It's on their LinkedIn profile. You guys can see it. You're gonna see it on the screen right now as I'm saying it. They're not even hiding it. You search for their name, you'll see it on their LinkedIn profile. And this guy is very senior in Google. Let's move on to Meta.
Sure.
Meta owns Instagram, owns WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So Meta is no small fish.
It's not.
Now, one of the most influential people in Meta is somebody called Emmy Palmer.
Sure.
And she is part of the oversight board.
Yeah.
Which you might be thinking, the hell is this?
What's the
This is
oversight
like
board?
the Supreme Court in Meta.
Is that what it's like? Yeah.
That's the seniority of the oversight board.
Really?
Yeah. And they are responsible for what gets censored, what gets deleted,
Aha.
and what gets suppressed.
Oh, I see.
So this individual that has again worked in Unit 8200 and was the general director of Israeli Ministry of Justice.
Unbelievable.
So senior figures, people that have held high positions there at very, objectively vile positions of criminal organization, anything to do with the IDF. I'm sure we can agree. Let's move on to Microsoft. Microsoft, there's at least 166 former Unit 8200 members there. And there was an individual who's the senior product manager at Microsoft called Mayan Mazik. They were part of Unit 8200.
This just makes me sick, man.
So this
makes me
is
sick.
just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to this. And
Disgusting, wallah.
I'll try to, add some things to the description if you want to read more. But this, I'm telling you, the level of gaslighting. Oh, we gotta do something about this. We gotta do something, as if you're not doing it already. What a joke! And that's why the people in the West need to rise up and realize that their institutions have been colonized by Israel.
They have, in that interview, I watched the interview, and at one point he was speaking very candidly about what happens in universities in the UK and in other Western countries. And that shows you that every person in universities across the country that came out and done things in support of the Gazan cause, that you've got here the Luciferian one himself testifying to the fact, the effectiveness of your protests. And this may very well be the last line of defense for the Palestinian people. And the most important line, because I assure you, these people who are narcissistic, who are Luciferian, who are diabolical, who are megalomaniacal, people like Netanyahu, they are also hypersensitive to criticism. They are also incapable of taking it. For them, losing 20,000 people in a war from their own so-called soldiers may not be as bad as getting 20,000 dislikes or 20,000 negative tweets. So, you guys, we must realize the fight is not over. And all of us are in this together. And the activism we're doing, not just in the West, but elsewhere as well, is having an impact.
Absolutely.
And the missiles are reaching the target. And with that, we will conclude. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That's a good video, isn't it? Some good things I learned. Hey you! Are you wasting your time on social media again?
Your brothers and sisters in Islam Net from Norway are establishing a masjid, a dawah center. Establishing a masjid to convey the message of Islam is one of the best deeds a Muslim can do. There's a huge need for it in Norway. You know this and I know this. So that makes the reward even greater. So give generously and Allah Azza wa Jal will give you even more.